All right, let's dive into a topic that's famously, well, a little complicated. Japan's garbage sorting system. It can seem pretty intense from the outside, but it's actually a fascinating look at how a whole country commits to managing waste. So let's see if we can crack the code together. I mean, have you ever stood there in your kitchen, holding some weird piece of plastic packaging, and had absolutely no idea which bin it goes in? You're not alone. That feeling of, am I doing this right, is universal. So to make this whole thing less intimidating, we're going to zoom in on just one specific place. We're going to use the official guide from Imabari City to see exactly how they make this super detailed system work for everyone. So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the big picture of why Japan's system is so complex. Then, we'll dive right into the Imabari method, decode those main trash categories, and talk about the all-important rules for collection day. And stick around, because at the end, I'll show you the secret weapon that makes it all surprisingly easy. But really, why all the fuss? Why so many rules? Well, at its heart, this whole system is a massive nationwide effort to recycle as much as possible, keep landfills from overflowing, and just be super efficient with resources. And it goes deeper than just rules, it's really baked into the culture. Taking care of your trash properly and keeping your neighborhood clean, it's just part of being a good neighbor. It's a team sport and everyone's expected to pitch in. Okay, so let's see how that big idea actually works on the ground in Imabari City. They give their residents these incredibly detailed guides that bring a whole lot of order to what could easily be, well, chaos. And when I say detailed, I am not kidding. The Imabari system has more than 8 main categories for sorting your trash. Yeah, you heard that right. And that's not even counting all the little subcategories. It sounds like a lot, I know, but let's break down the big ones. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of what actually goes where. Once you get these, you'll be thinking like a sorting pro. First up is the one you'll use the most, burnable garbage. It's pretty much what it sounds like, stuff that can be safely burned up. This is your go-to for most of your general day-to-day kitchen and household waste. So we're talking about things like food scraps, cooking oil, once you've hardened it, of course, paper that's too dirty to recycle, and even little things like old leather wallets or wooden chopsticks. Next up is non-burnable garbage. These are the things you absolutely do not want to send to an incinerator, either because they just won't burn or because they could release nasty stuff into the air. This one requires a little more thought. Think about stuff like old metal pots and pans, a broken coffee mug, a burnt-out light bulb, small appliances like a toaster, and this is a big one, a lot of hard plastic things, like kids' toys. And right there, that's a perfect example of where it gets tricky. A plastic drink bottle, that's a super valuable recyclable. But a plastic toy, it's often made of a totally different kind of plastic that can't be recycled the same way. So in Imabari, that toy goes into the non-burnable pile. It's these little details that are so important. Okay, so you've done it, you've sorted everything perfectly. But wait, you're not done yet. Just getting your trash picked up has its own special set of rules. And you really have to follow these. First off, you absolutely have to use the official city-approved garbage bags. Second, timing is everything. You've got to get your trash to your neighborhood's collection spot by 8:30 in the morning. And a pro tip, be mindful of the limits. Usually, it's just 1 bag per trash type for each household on collection day. I know what you're thinking. How in the world does anyone remember all of this? The categories, the subcategories, the schedules, it sounds impossible. Well, thankfully, we live in the 21st century. That's right, you don't need a photographic memory or a giant color-coded chart plastered on your refrigerator, because today, technology is here to save the day. The solution is actually an app. Imabari City, like a lot of cities in Japan, has its own official smartphone app that puts every single piece of information you need right in the palm of your hand. And this thing is a powerhouse. It has a search function, a garbage dictionary, so you can literally type in light bulb, and it'll tell you exactly what to do with it. It's got the collection calendar for your specific neighborhood, and you can even send it to send you a reminder the night before, so you never forget that tomorrow is non-burnable day. And of course, it's super easy to get. It's right there in the App Store for whatever phone you have, ready to turn what seems like a stressful chore into a simple 2-minute task. So when you get right down to it, the entire system can be simplified into a really easy mantra. Step 1, figure out what category your trash belongs to. Step 2, put it in the right official bag. And step 3, Check the calendar, or even better, the app, to make sure you're putting it out on the right day. That's it. So when you look at the whole system, it might seem intense at first. But what it really is a community working together for a cleaner home, helped along by clear rules and some really smart technology, which really makes you think, doesn't it? How does all of this compare to the system where you live? Thanks so much for tuning in.